You can definitely become fluent in English. Just don't give up yet. Hello again, everyone. This is me, Chinatsu. In today's video, I'm going to share my personal experience on how I became fluent in English in just 3 months. Some of you guys might be skeptical thinking 3 months, it's not gonna happen. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I know, right? I mean, especially I'm the person who always says, hey guys, don't set the timeline because I have never met anyone who became bilingual in like 2 months or so. Yes, that's fair. Learning a language, I mean, mastering a language is like a gradual process. You won't suddenly have all the words in your head like overnight. For example, you listen to some sort of CDs and then you go to sleep, you listen to them, speaking English, subliminal or subconscious or whatever you call it. You wake up, boom, you are bilingual. There you go. So easy. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. You just keep dreaming, right? However, I want you to remember this. This is actually very important. With the language skills that you currently have, speaking that language, I mean, in this video, speaking English is actually achievable. In today's video, I'm gonna share 3 tips that I personally recommend. When I think about it, actually, they were so helpful. They definitely changed my language skills. I tell you, they are not gimmicks. You know how much I hate them? Like, I hate to talk about, hey, if you do this, you become bilingual. Like, so quick, so easy. No, it's not gonna be like that. What I'm gonna share with you guys today, I'm so convinced. I'm so confident. So I want you to believe me. You will see. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you've got any questions or comments, leave it down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. All right. Let's get right into it. First of all, when I mentioned 3 months, actually I was talking about the time since I started my current job. I have been working for a sports brand. Since I started working at there, I started seeing a significant change in my language skills. It's funny because it's not my first job in Australia, or even like it's not my first job in retail. I used to work at Muji. In hindsight, I realized that there were some differences in my current workplace, the way we work or the communication and stuff. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 tips though. I'm going to add a bit of context about my workplace because they're all related. I'm just letting you know that my workplace is 100% English environment. I know what you're thinking. Some of you guys might be thinking, hey, Chinatsu, then it's not fair because we can't have it in Japan. At least it's very difficult to have a, 100% English environment here. Yes, I do get that. However, what I'm going to share today doesn't require an English environment. So don't worry about it. It's all about the habits and actions that you can take. It's all up to you. All right, then let's get started. Number 1, it's actually genuinely, truly so important. So I don't want you to skip this part. Let's start by rethinking our mindset towards English. Honestly, I believe this is more effective than desperately like finishing one whole vocabulary book or whatever you do, or forcing yourself to talk to your online tutor. You do it because you paid for it. You kind of feel pain in like speaking English with your tutor. You don't like them, but you have to do it. Anyway, it's your business, so I'm not going to say anything about it. First, I want you to think about why you can't speak English. Is it because you don't have enough like grammar or vocabulary knowledge in your head? Honestly, we studied English so hard at school. Some of you guys might have even studied intensively for exams like juken or something like that. Why is it so hard? Why is English so hard? Especially there is someone in front of you, you can't say anything. Like when you're studying just by yourself, you can kind of understand what's written there. You understand the meaning and everything. But if there is someone just in front of you, you just can't speak English. Why does it happen? Don't you think there is some sort of fear in you? Personally, I was feeling that fear or anxiety in me when I first arrived in Australia. I find myself trying so hard to think of the correct English expressions all the time. I was always like, oh, what was the word from that textbook? Oh, is the grammar correct? Oh, did I pronounce it well? Something like that. This kind of thought actually kept me falling behind in conversations. In reality, we know a lot of words. We have a general understanding of grammar too. However, don't you think we treat it as like a puzzle? There's only one word that fits here. So other than that, it's just wrong. You can't put anything in there. Again, it's sort of like a puzzle. Okay, in this situation, I have to do this. I have to say this. Otherwise, people are gonna laugh at you. The funny thing is, you know that it's not gonna happen, but still you are so scared. In my workplace, I have more opportunities to work with people who speak English as their second language. I was surprised or even like impressed by how they could communicate with people, even if they sometimes can't remember words, they have a strong accent, something like that. Just realized that I was treating English as like an object, and I categorized it into some sort of levels. Like, this word is from like elementary school level, or this word is from junior high school. If I use this word, for example, take, see, get, or something like that too much, people would think like my English is not good enough. But actually, it's so wrong. My whole point is I want you to remove all the judgments when it comes to English. First, you want to stop thinking about levels in English, because even like in Japanese, we don't know which word is like a higher level. But in English, we tend to judge English or each word, each grammar, depending on the level, elementary school or TOEIC or whatever that is. And that's why we kind of get scared of speaking English in front of people, because in your head, you feel like what people care about is the quality of English. But actually, what people want to hear is what you say, what you're trying to say. That's the reason why I said like, hey, with what you have got, speaking English is actually possible. It's achievable. This is actually, I keep telling you guys in my videos though, this mentality, it's so important. Once you remove that fear or anxiety or I don't know, all the negative feelings when it comes to English, speaking English feels much easier. I want you to believe this. That's why since I started working at the current workplace, I stopped worrying about the quality or even like the level of my English. Now I'm not scared of making mistakes. Now I'm not scared of asking questions if I don't understand. If I didn't understand, I say, oh, what's the word? What's procrastinate? I can't even say it. Like, what does it mean? Oh, what did you say? Something like that. If you didn't understand, you can ask questions. You don't feel bad about not knowing that word. This is something like I really want to tell you first. This is actually something like I learned from my work, and I'm so grateful for that. I want you to think about again, okay, while you're learning English, what's kind of stopping you from speaking English in public? It's really funny to bring compassion into language learning process though. I think having a compassion is also important to yourself and also to other people as well. The first story was so long, wasn't it? Let's move on to the second tip. Second tip is practicing solo simulations. In my job, communication with customers is so essential. My role is not only grabbing like medium or large sizes to customers. We have to serve each customer with care, because a lot of customers are looking for shoes with quality. So they make a lot of questions, and also we explain a lot. We provide a lot of information about each product. When I started this job, what I did was practice by myself. Imagine that situation and have a conversation with myself. Just imagine everything, and it's sort of like a role play, but you do it to yourself. For instance, I imagined talking to a customer for the first time and starting a conversation. How are you? What are you after today? Hey, you look nice, something like that. I don't say it very often, but hey, I love your makeup, something like that. Because in your second language, spontaneous conversation is so hard, right? We all know that, don't we? What we can do beforehand is just a practice. Imagine that situation and you kind of pretend as if you were in that situation. Actually, I did enjoy making scenarios just by myself, and I said the context and tried to express whatever came into my mind. This is something anyone can do, like when you meet someone for the first time, or let's say you are in, Canada or America, and you got invited for a party or something. What can I say? How do I talk to people? And just imagine, use your imagination. It's actually similar to the practice that you do before driving, or if you operate some sort of like machine or something, you read the instructions, you imagine, you simulate in your head, okay, in this situation, you do this and do that kind of stuff. In your room, you can do the same in your head, just by yourself. Make a scenario, talking to yourself. I do recommend that. Start from today. The last thing is imitation, copying. There is a saying, I'm not sure if it's correct 100%. They say those who are good at imitation tend to improve in anything they do. Actually, some of the expressions that I used recently, they came from my colleagues. I genuinely thought, oh, they're cool. I mean, it sounds cool, so I'm gonna use them. I just copy them. Expressions such as, hey, what's going on? Hey, how is life? What's new? Hey, shout out if you need a hand or something like that. This is from my colleagues. And again, the reason why I started using them because I just love them. It came from a genuine feeling of, oh, I like that. Pure sense of love or like will lead you to improve your English. That's what I believe. For me, Mina Rome, I talked about her in my previous video though. She makes cooking videos. I love the expressions that she uses and I love how she talks as well. So it's not like I copy every single thing from her, but I try to get what I like. You know what I mean? It definitely helped me to talk English more chill. I'm not sure if I sound chill. I mean, I hope so. I learned my speaking style and slangs and that sort of stuff actually from what I liked. I just copy them. When it comes to learning a language, I think copying is so powerful. So I just want to recommend that. Try to find someone you like or even TV shows or music or anything. Just copy them. Copy how they talk and copy the expressions that they use. It's gonna be good for your English skills as well. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, feel free to leave it down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're more than welcome to as well. All right, see you in the next video soon, guys.